Well, it's Tuesday, the 3rd of January, and we're racing at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth, and joined by Graham Hawkins. All the best to all the viewers. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to Graham and his family as well. Let's get straight into it. We're starting off race number 1. And it's a maiden juvenile plate for fillies over 1,000 meters. A lot of first-timers here, Graham, and I trust that you well, but it looks like a tricky race. The betting has number 1, Winter Court, at 14-10, possibly the right horse in the race.
Yeah, well, the betting suggests it could be a two-cornered contest between number 1, Winter Cloud, who was promising on debut, and number 5, Savage, the short price second favourite, who ran second last time out behind Golden Sickle. That was Savage's second run, now as its third run. Of the two, I actually prefer number 5, Savage. I think the form might be stronger, but there's no denying that number 1, Winter Cloud, has a lot of scope for improvement. They're betting 10-1 and upwards by these two, so it does seem to be a match race between Winter Cloud and Savage. It's a 9-race card, so there are no exotics in race 1, just a nice quartet race.
Yep, numbers 1 and 5 look to be the principals in race number 1, barring the first timers. On to the start of the exotics, race number 2 at 13-10 over 1,600 meters. Graham, having a look at the betting, they're betting 4-1 the field. They're making it a wide open race, but I like a horse here a lot. And purely on pedigree, King Regent, who's a full brother to Crimson King, 1,600 plus is going to suit him much better. And he's been winning over sprints.
Yeah, this is a terrific race. The middle stakes for 3-year-olds over 1,600 meters. I'm in your camp. Number 2, King Regent, winner of both his starts over 1,200 meters. And he will love the step up in trips. So King Regent, for me, definitely the one to beat. He's a weak favourite in an open market. There's plenty of talent in the race. Asia Pambile, Ketchikel, Narina Trogon, Kingdom of Heaven, Scalini. They're all 3-year-olds well above average. Like I said, for me, this is definitely the best race on the card. It's going to be interesting to see how King Regent goes, because he's a Gold Rush candidate. The Gold Rush for 7.5 million rand is over 1,600 meters on WSB Met Day at the end of the month. And of course, Asia Pambile and Rule of Thumb are also Gold Rush candidates. So it's a great race. It's a very competitive race, but I'm very much in the camp of number 2, King Regent.
Agree with Graham there. The further the better. He could be much higher than this rating of 90 over a mile plus. Race number 3 starts to the place accumulator over 1,400 meters. And Graham, you know, it looks like a race where you can try and narrow your selections down. You got numbers 1 and 6, the 3-year-olds against the older horses.
Yeah, Max the Otter and Seeking the One, numbers 1 and 6 that you've mentioned. Again, both are Gold Rush candidates, and we're getting so close to that big race. It's going to be a lot of excitement around over the next 3 to 4 weeks. They are taking on the older horses, Tuta Van Hunks, by Justin Snaith. And then, of course, Alison Wright has got the other 5-year-old, Shampampo Shampisi, in the race. But I'm in the camp of number 1, Max the Otter, although I don't believe it's a good thing. I do think you need to include all of numbers 1, 4, and 6 in this leg of the bipod and the place accumulator. But I think Max the Otter would be my top choice.
Small field, competitive, you'll do well to survive with the minimum spend. Race number 4, the start of the Pick 6 over 1,400 meters. And this Pick 6, Graham, they got Intimidator number 7 at 23-10, call it 22-10. And then it is big prices about the balance of the field, Graham. There's not many in single figures. One of them is Sir William at 6-1. It looks like an open race if you look past horse number 7 in this maiden special weights.
Well, you've just said the magic words there, or the tragic words, whichever way you look at it. Maiden special weights, 1,400 meters. Intimidator's got top weight of 60 kilograms, is giving weight all round. He does look the right horse, he's got the right form, but as we've said on so many previous occasions, these special weights maiden races can produce upsets. That all being said, I'm in the camp of number 7, Intimidator. My second choice would be number 1, Gimme Gorgeous. My third choice would be number 13, Sir William. And then watch out for numbers 3, Augusta Blue, and 4, Benelong Point. Benelong Point, moderate form, but he's only got 50 kilograms to carry, and Augusta Blue showed the expected improvement behind Charlie Croker in a weak lineup last time out, so it could be competitive in the special weights maiden plate, but all signs point to
Yeah, numbers 3 and 4, decent prices there, 12 to 1 if those are to arrive. We're on to the fifth race over 1,800 meters. And again, it is a special weights for fillies and mares. 5 to 2, number 4. Other horses in single figures, Graham, I see number 3 is at 7 to 1, 6 at 7 to 1, 8 to 5 to 1 shot along with number 9. And then the runner that I like here is number 11. Catch Us If You Can, Justin Snate's runner. Who's carrying 53.5, a blinker strike as well. That's going to be my top choice, Graham, number 11.
11 Catch Us If You Can, certainly big chance, improving all the while. A 3-year-old daughter of Camelot, so incredible pedigree. But I'm in the camp of Gavin Fitzgerald's runner, number 8, Grandi Orechi. He's got 2 runners today. Well, he's got more than 2 runners, but 2 runners that I like. And the first of them is number 8, Grandi Orechi. Healthy respect, of course, for the favourite, number 4, Illa de Maritzia. Again, top weight in a special weights maiden. Could be tricky for her. Summer Night City. You've mentioned number 11, Catch Us If You Can. And then even the other Justin Snaith runner, number 3, Fellow Ancora. That's got to be considered. It's not a cut and dried race, this. I could absolutely see your logic with number 11, Catch Us If You Can. And that's got to be competitive. But my top choice, Grandi Orechi, also worth a mention, is number 9, Destined to Dance. Runner-up in his last 2 starts in this class. Maiden special weights races, last 2 starts. Has finished second, has only got 52.5 to shoulder. So even Destined to Dance is a big runner in a wide-open race.
Thanks, Graham. Maybe 11 could be the value there at 4 to 1. Now we move along to race number 6 over 2,000 meters, a maiden plate. And this race, I had a good luck at, Graham, and I'm going for the top one. I think the market is right here, 13 to 10. I'm going to make this the best bet on the card. Impetuous, just on the strength of the form line. We know that Cosmic Event ran second over the weekend, and a certain Coronation Time. Greg Enion's runner, what a win coming through from that form line. I personally think, this filly, she's taking on a few that got form. I'm going to go all in here with him.
Yeah, number 10, Impetuous, short price favourite, looks one of the better bets on the card. I like only one other horse, and I did mention that I like 2 of Gavin Fitzgerald's runner. The only other runner I like is number 5, Quantifier. So I've made it a match in 2 between Quantifier and number 10, Impetuous. But there's no doubt that number 10, Impetuous, is the one to beat. Quantifier is improving all the while. As you say, Impetuous ran fourth to Cosmic Event. That form was franked over the weekend, and many of these horses ran in the same race, won by Ready or Not. And I think Quantifier has scope for further improvement, but I'm not looking beyond 5 Quantifier and 10 Impetuous, and you could absolutely be spot on. Number 10 Impetuous could be one of the banker bets for the day, but I'm going to hedge my bets with Gavin Fitzgerald's runner, number 5 Quantifier.
Good cover there with number 5, Quantifier, if you're not in the camp of 10. Race number 7 is over 2,000 meters. Now here, we need your help, Graham, because I couldn't, if that banker arrives in race number 6, this race you want to survive.
Yeah, I've narrowed it down to the obvious 4. I think the winner will come from one of numbers 2, Love is a Rose, number 7, Rocky Reef, number 8, Lady Silvano, number 9, Silver Lynx. It is competitive. You can go wider if your budget allows, but I'm going to rely on one of those 4 horses to get me through. I've included all 4 in the final leg of the bipot. Can there be an upset beyond those 4? Of course. Peut-être Moi could suddenly come back to form. Double Check is in reasonable form. Winter Scout has a chance. Everglaze has got a bit of a chance in a wide open race. My Cherie Amour, consistency is not her virtue, but she's talented on her day. But I'm going to rely on numbers 2, 7, 8, and 9 to get me through. My narrow first choice would be number 9, Silver Lynx.
Like that, 4 out of the 10 runners, less than half the field will go with those 4 runners in the exotics. Race number 8, over 1,200 meters. It's a merit-rated 92 handicap. It's a B division class. And the interesting horse here is Captain Bombshell. I think we have to pay compliments to the Raiders, especially the ones from our part of the world in KZN who are doing so well there. And one of them is Peter Muscat, Graham.
Yeah, stable's in very good form. What a win by Quasi for sure over the weekend, carrying that kind of weight, second run after a very long rest. And Peter Muscat wasn't short of confidence. They poured the money onto Quasi for sure. Now, with regards to Captain Bombshell, of course, he won last time out at Kenilworth over 1,200 meters. I can tell you that the winners are once again getting on an aeroplane and flying to Hollywoodbets Kenilworth, so they're pretty confident that Captain Bombshell is going to follow up. He is the natural first choice. The dangers, number 1, Beerenberg, very good, consistent form. Vaughan Marshall has always held number 12, the Tinkerman, in high regard. Expect a good run from that one. And who knows, number 2, Dance Variety, could also be competitive. But clearly the one to beat would be number 4, Captain Bombshell.
I agree with Graham. If this horse is ready, back from a 5.5-month break, the Tinkerman is a definite runner there. The 9th race closes everything off over 1,400 meters. Graham, a very difficult race to close things off. I think it is, I'm just want to make sure, 11 to 2 the field. Yeah, that's it, 11 to 2 the field. There's one runner that I like here, Graham, as a value, and I think this is generous odds. 10 to 1, a little bit naughty. We spoke about Muscat in the previous race. Funzale, well, Garrett, that is, doing well in Cape Town as well. 10 to 1, a little bit naughty value.
Absolute value, does have a wide draw to overcome. Pierre Stradham gets on well with the 5-year-old daughter of Duke of Marmalade. And this is clearly the toughest race on the card. If you can go the whole field, it is a field type of race. But if you've got to narrow it down, then numbers 15, a little bit naughty. Number 6, Double Dream. Number 11, Fur Baby. Number 10, Red Sash. And number 5, Veronique. Could be a short list, a viable short list. But can the winner come outside of those? Absolutely. It's that kind of a race. It's a fillies and mares 72 handicap to close off proceedings. Toughest race on the card. I have no strong conviction in this race, but a little bit naughty. He's got as much chance as anything else. My other fancy in the race, apart from a little bit naughty, would be number 6, Double Dream.
Well, Graham, you're holding the tee box up. I'll go through your exotics. Head down, swing well, follow through.
Thank you very much.
Cheers,
bye.
Thank you, Graham. Let's go to Graham's exotics. It'll come up on screen. He's given a suggested bet on the card, and it is a bar pot. Okay, Graham's going banker 2, bar 1, 4, 6, bar 1, 7, 13, bar 4 and 8, bar 5 and 10, bar 2, 7, 8 and 9. And that's the suggested bet on the show. Thanks to Graham Hawkins for his input. And from the Gallop TV team and myself, Dee Stein, and have a blast at Kenilworth. Hopefully, it could be a positive start to 2023 for you if you find yourself in the winner's clue. Until next time, you take care. Salani Gashle.